Hey guys, thank you for joining us today. We want to welcome you back to the channel. Today we have this deck called CYCLone Blitz. CYCLone Blitz is a really nice deck. It's a strong deck that uses this one here, this Quartzwood Crasher. Quartzwood Crasher is a nice card that just is one of those cards that you can revolve entire decks around. Well, what you'll notice here is that it says whenever a non-token creature with trample you control deals damage to your opponent's planeswalker, create a dinosaur beast token. That creature, that dinosaur beast token, gets a nice big buff. The buff is bigger if you have more damage that is dealt to your opponent. Whatever this buff is going to be the amount of damage that is dealt by that creature that has trample. So what we're going to try to do is we're going to use this card here. It has trample. It's going to bring out some nice damage. It's going to be able to make this creature really big. And that's really what this whole deck is about. It's about making that big nasty creature as big and as nasty as possible. And the way we're going to do that also here is with this card here, Xenagos. Xenagos, there's a nice little ability plus a buff if you can meet this green, and red demotion 7 kind of a thing. If you don't have that, that's fine. The big part here is this, right? It says at the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature you control gets XX and gains trample. X is that creature's power. So really what it does is it doubles the power for your creature, gives it trample. And if you have the Quartzwood Crasher down, that's going to be really good because it's going to be able to do a ton of damage. You're going to have a lot of these buffs go to our dinosaur beast token here. Now, those two cards can be played in several different ways with several different formats of decks. The reason I'm kind of including these ones here is because it has this card, the Unpredictable Cyclone. Unpredictable Cyclone is just a nice card that's going to help us to get the Quartzwood Crasher out early. And it says here, when you cycle another card, fetch the first card without cycling from your library. That card, that of course shares a card type with the cycled card. That card gains full mana. All right, so what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to cycle this guy out or cycle this guy out. Either one will give us a chance to draw either Quartzwood Crasher or Gavi over here. Gavi's a nice one. I'll read it to you. It says here, at the beginning of your turn, the first card in your hand with cycling gains full mana. It's going to help us to get these cards out and into play, right? So that's what we're going to want to do there. Those are really the things that we're going to try to do, is get that big nasty creature and continue to buff them. The Quartzwood Crasher obviously is a good card that can be used in several other decks, kind of using this same idea. I'm just using this cycle ability and this cycle theme just because I think it's a good one that's going to allow you to get the Quartzwood Crasher early, and you'll hopefully be able to see it here with the gameplay. Alright, the opponent is playing a nice card there. By the way, I'm using this for Narset. You can take a look at the mana bonuses down here. You got 3, 3, 3 for the white, blue, and red, and then a -1 for these other two. Not bad. I do like this ability here. This one helps you kind of, in a pinch, get you some mana or get you some damage on an opposing creature. And if you can, this last one here is good too. Create a Greater Ancient Way token. You can see what it says over here. When you cast it or cycle a non-creature card, deal 4 damage to an opposing target. That's a nice one. And when you draw a card without cycling, it gives it cycling. That really works nicely with the Gavi one that we talked about. And of course, it's really just about you trying to do all the damage that you can do with those big trample creatures. All right. Kind of went with the black there to prevent the mana field bonus here. They're going to have a mana field ability here soon if they're able to use it. Alright, so let's take a look. I'm going to push these guys up. Oops, Chromanticore up. I'm going to save some mana for these two because I would like to hopefully use the Cyclone to get those guys in for free. You know, it's just one of those things in this game, right? If you don't have to pay for it, don't pay for it. Get it for free. Sometimes that's easier said than done. But if you can get it for free, yeah, like I said, get it for free. And we'll see, I use the Cyclone there. That's a Gavi. Okay, that's kind of helpful. I use this one here. Looks like it's another Gavi. You can kind of tell because of the mana cost. Alright, let's go with this here. That's a match 5. Alright. You know, that was kind of a good match there. We're trying to make sure that they don't have anything they can play with this ability, with this monofield. So I'm going to go with this. And they have a move here. Let's see if they do it. They don't. So that kind of keeps us safe. Oh, Danitha is in play. Danitha is one of those that you can revolve a deck around as well. They kind of nerfed her down a little bit, so you don't really have that great ability to just make, you know, tons of loops, but she's still a good card. Still very, very useful, I think. Okay, there we go. Coarsewood Crasher. Then we got Xenagos getting himself ready. That's pretty good. Alright, I think what we'll do is we'll move this. That gives us a nice big bump there. Good cascades. And you can see now why we really like this combo here. The Xenagos plus the Coarsewood Crasher. He does some good damage, and as you can see, the damage creates this Dinosaur Beast token here. So that's pretty nice. Alright, I'm gonna turn that guy on. I would like to use this and get me some mana. Didn't really need to do that, but it's just one of those things. Hey, I got it, and I might as well use it. Alright, go like that. See, I have the ability to do that. I think I'm gonna say no and then go with this. I was gonna put it on our main guy up here, but you know what? You don't really need to do that, just because he's going to be brought down to this first position, and then he's not going to be able to receive that buff that he just did. Anyway, guys, that's the end of the game. Hope you guys enjoyed the deck. Like and subscribe. It helps the channel. Alright, good gaming, guys.